So this is the pre-training to our big masterclass. And if you are not signed up yet, you're missing out. You got to go to lurn.com/8. This will be officially the largest masterclass I've ever done, the best, the biggest, and I'm going to reveal to you how to build an information selling business on the internet today where you create a product quickly, impact people's lives, you support people, you help people. There's a huge movement happening right now in the online education space. It is marching to $1 trillion industry by 2028. So this is your opportunity. Now, in this episode today, I'm going to give you a little backstory about how I was able to create my first product that went on to do multiple six figures 20 years ago. I'm going to also give you 2 diagrams I really want you to think about. Now know this, both of these diagrams we're going to dig deeper into live during that masterclass. Now if you're listening to this episode, do me a favor. You see in the comments below, we're here on YouTube, right? Comments below. Tell me I'm in. Say I'm in. Leave me a comment that says I'm in. I will be at the workshop. I'm in. I'm committed. I want to see it. Come on. Leave me that comment below. All right, so here's the deal. Welcome to this podcast, by the way. What's up, fighting entrepreneurs? I dove right in. I just want you to know that this is the official pre-training. So we're going to talk about information marketing. Now, if you didn't listen to the last episode, I'll reinstate it. Right now, the world of online education is already a $315 billion industry. That was as of 2021. Obviously, with everything that happened with COVID and everything, it just has been skyrocketing. And it's now being projected that it's going to be at a $1 trillion industry by 2028. But the biggest thing I want you to understand is I've already declared that I'm seeing a massive shift in the education space. I think education is finally getting disrupted. Just like banking got disrupted, transportation got disrupted, energy got disrupted. Finally, education, the beginnings of it have begun. And I think we're moving towards peer-to-peer education, and that's where you come in, and that's where this massive opportunity comes in. Now, myself, I've been in the information marketing industry for 20 years. This is what I started out of college, and I want you to understand something. I have a huge audience. I have a lot of skill set I've built over 20 years. I have an amazing team. I have a lot of stuff at my disposal. What I'm asking you to come to this workshop and learn is not, oh, here are the results you'll get, because I can't promise any of that. I have no idea. But you are going to learn how. We are going to be able to provide you the tools and the resources. We will support you. I will be on that workshop as long as I need to be to answer every question I can answer. If you can't tell yet, I'm very passionate about information marketing, okay? So please take notes right now. Show up to the workshop. Take notes there. It's going to be such a powerful time. Now, of course, at the end of that masterclass, yes, I am going to reveal something, release something. There will be an opportunity for you to join an amazing community. In my 20 years of doing this, this will be by far the #1 product or #1 training center I've ever built and put out at a cost unlike anything I've ever done. So for a minute, can you just drop your guards and be like, oh my God, he's gonna sell me something. I'm really in this for the training, and I will ask your permission and alert you when I'm about to sell you something. And if you want to tune it out, that's up to you. Deal? Handshake? All right, so let's talk about my backstory, and then I have 2 diagrams for you. These 2 diagrams are incredibly important, so please pay attention, okay? My backstory of how I became an information marketer is very inspiring till this day, I believe, for you, because most people, when I talk about information marketing and say, hey, let's build a course and let's get you a course, most people will object immediately. Say, I'm not an expert in anything. I don't know how to do anything. No one would pay me money. Well, hear this story. When I first got started, I, by accident, ended up buying a product that would help websites get SEO'd. Let's just be very transparent. The product was a little bit black hat. This is 20 years ago. I was in college. Come on. Sorry. Give me a break, okay? And I got interested in the software. It was $150. I bought it, and I spent a night or 2 learning how to use it. I had a roommate who was a technical person who sat over my shoulder and shared with me how to install it and get it working. I'm not technical at all. And it worked. I started getting traffic, and then next thing I know, I was on this forum answering questions about the software to help people. Next thing I know, I said, hey, if you buy the software through my affiliate link, I'll give you my phone number and I'll help you. And that worked really well, but this is where the story gets really interesting. I started getting so many people buying the software through my affiliate link just to get my support. Now remember, I'm not a topical expert. I'm a broke college kid. I'm not making a dime. Well, I'm making a little bit of money online, like a couple $100 here and there. Nothing crazy. I'm not an expert, but I did know how to use this software. So look at how specific you can make your knowledge and still do so well. I knew how to use the software. One day, somebody calls me and says, I'll pay you $500 if you just install this software on my server for me. I don't want to mess with it. Now, broke college kid hears that and goes, it takes me 2 hours to set this whole thing up. You're gonna pay me $500. That's $250 an hour. heck yeah, I'm in. Let's do it. So I said yes, and I did it. And the next day, he sent me another $500 PayPal. Do it on this website. Sure. Did it. Next day, I have a friend. Will you do it for him? Sure. Next thing I know, I'm like, maybe everybody who buys this software through my affiliate link, I should just quickly email and say, by the way, for $500, I'll do it for you. It got so crazy, my schedule was overwhelmed. Remember, this is one software, one tiny software that just helps people do SEO. Very few people in the world even know about it. It is the most niche, tiniest market. And I happened to just get good at that one thing. I knew how to install the software. That's it. I became an expert at that. And now I'm getting so many people paying me $500 that I got overwhelmed and said, stop. Oh my God, I hate all this money. This is too much work. I'm working all day. My bank account's filling up. It was great, but I was exhausted between school and first world problems. I understand. So somebody tells me, Anik, why don't you simply, because back then we didn't have all these online members areas and we didn't have Loom and ScreenFlow. Well, I had some other software. And my friend says, why don't you just record your screen while you just install the software? Create a video tutorial, burn it onto discs, and mail it to people and charge $500. I'm like, man, no one's gonna buy that. You crazy? He says, come on, you could try it. And I said, yeah, I could try it. So I did it. I recorded it. I had a computer, I put one box together. I'm not joking. It took me one night to do, because here, it takes me 2 hours to install the thing, right? I was doing it for a client. I sought their permission, said, can I film myself doing this on your website? They said, I don't care. So because I'm talking it out and filming, it didn't take 2 hours, it took 4 hours. I did it in one night, and it turned out to be like 4 or 5 CDs. And then I created a workbook to go with it, which took me like another 2 days. We're talking maybe 2-3 days max, and this thing was done. I went to Kinko's down the street, printed it all out. The CDs I burned at home. I went to Office Depot and bought like this little sticker decal to put, like, I'm talking about very, very, very bootstrapped. And I built one package, and I was like, let's see if I can sell one package at $500. The next person that called me, I said, yeah, I don't do the consulting anymore, but I have something better. I have a full video tutorial. You can watch it, click, click, click. I'll give it to you for $500. This way, you never have to pay me $500 a site. You can use this on as many sites as you want. And I wasn't done talking, and the person said, sold. Where do you want me to send the PayPal? That was it, ladies and gentlemen. That was probably the moment, the phone call where my life changed. And I thought, what? Because in my head, I'm like, these packages, I can hire my friends to make these. I can go to Kinko's and get them made. I can hire a company to make these. I don't have to do any work. The work is done. And that was when I officially became an information marketer, if you ask me, because my eyes opened up. It was ridiculous. This package cost me maybe $15, maybe $20 to build back then, and I'm selling it at $500. Okay, maybe another $30, $40 to ship it. We're talking 90% margins. I was blown away. Tell you what, I'm working purely off of memory right now, okay? I don't have anything official to back up what I'm about to say, so please take it lightly. I could have a margin of error here, but I do distinctly remember selling 500 of these at $500. I went on to do, over the course of the next year, about $250,000. Can I please reinstate to you that this is a tiny, tiny niche market, and I happen to by default have just one expertise, which is I knew how to. So when you are talking about becoming an information marketer, you do not have to be the next best day trader. You do not have to be the guy with the six-pack and a weight loss expert. You do not have to be a multi-deca millionaire who's going to teach, how to build a business. No, people aren't looking for that. That's not what an expert means. We're going to help you. I have an entire section devoted to just helping you figure out what your specific thing could be. I want to open your mind, because I'm telling you, all these objections you have about building an information product or an online course, they're wrong. And even if you think you have an idea about what your course could be about, I'm here to tell you that there's probably a better idea, or there's probably a way to refine it, to make it easier, to make it sexier, to make it sell better, and to make it produce better. That was now my next evolution from there. About 6 months of printing it, I got fed up of printing the darn physical package. It was too much. The USPS guy was coming to our door every day. I had 17 packages to give. My roommates were irritated. The packages were in the hallway. So I was like, I just invested in figuring out how to build a members area. And then I thought, this is just insane. This is crazy. Someone pays me $500. It automatically creates a members area access. I'm sleeping. I'm vacationing. I'm at class. I'm doing anything I want. There's no fulfillment. My profit margins went from 90 to 98%. Because at that time, I didn't have any cost. Like, I didn't have team members. I didn't have cost of acquiring customers. It was all coming for free from the forum. So to me, this was a huge part of where I lift off, okay? So I want to express to you that on this webinar, on this masterclass, we're going to go over the 4 steps, right? And so I'm going to build it like this. Okay, step number 1, we are going to talk about niches. I'm going to solidify for you, because I'm telling you about half of the time that I see someone doing an online course that's struggling, or it's not working, or they've been going 1, 2, 3 months, no sales. They started at the wrong, their foundation was wrong, their niche is wrong. They picked a topic that I just don't see working. So health, wealth, and relationships. Health, wealth, and relationships are what we call a macro niche. Your niche needs to be one of these 3, or a 4th one, which is a bonus one, which I'm going to reveal for you at the masterclass. So most of the time, 90% of the time, I'm going to stay within the health, wealth, and relationships. But there is a 4th one for that 10% of the time that you may love, but I'm going to reveal that one on the masterclass. Again, remember, if your seat is not saved for it yet, there's a link. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a link here in the description. Click that, or go to lurn.com/8. And you can save your free seat. You'll also get a copy of my book. You're going to get a copy of this book. If you're listening to us on audio, by the way, you really got to come check out the YouTube experience, because I'm scribble padding right now and it's a lot of fun. So the biggest mistake you can make in the niches world, though, is you might go macro niche. I just told you you should do health, wealth, and relationships, but you got to get really, 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 really niche down. And we'll give you an exercise at the masterclass where we're going to help you do that, okay? So the niche is really, really important. Number 2, I just like to say it's you. What do I mean? Okay, I'm Anik Singal. I'm 39 years old. I'm a father of a 4-month-old baby as I'm filming this for you. I love cars. I live in Gaithersburg, Maryland. I'm an entrepreneur. I have multiple companies. I'm an information marketer. I have Crohn's disease. I suffer from a lot of health issues. Why am I telling you all of this? In every freaking thing I just told you about myself, there is an opportunity. Now you take number 1, which is the niches, and we're going to do an exercise to sub that down, and we tie that with you, and we end up creating such an awesome opportunity. Remember, you need the smallest of smallest niches. I was selling multiple 6 figures worth of courses in a tiny community of people using one particular software who couldn't figure out how to use it. It was like micro, man. And yet here it was working. So we're going to tie niches in you. So what you're going to do, we're going to do an exercise on this masterclass where we're going to say, who are you? Give me some stuff about you, your age, your sex, where you live, what you like, what you do, your profession, your hobbies. Are you married? Are you single? All of these, they're just powerful. All right, number 3. All right, number 3 is create. So these are all hurdles, right? Number 1 and number 2 just address the main hurdle where people will come and say, I don't know what course to do, or I have an idea, it's not working. Man, 1, 2, steps in 1 and 2, we're going to go over in the masterclass. We solve that for you. Now, number 3 is create. The next major problem I see with people that are trying to create information businesses, and I want you to know, now when I create a course, I already have an audience. I know my course will sell. I know what people want. I've been doing this for 20 years. But back 20 years ago, I didn't know. You notice how when I started using that software and somebody asked me, I'll give you $500, will you install it for me? That was market test. I didn't need to create anything. I had nothing. I got paid, and then I went and installed it. And then what did I tell you? My first course that went on to sell for multiple 6 figures, I created in maybe 2 or 3 days. Do you know that I've actually created a $2,000 course in 1 weekend using nothing but my phone, an audio app on my phone? I'm going to actually tell you about that in the next podcast episode coming out in a couple of days. What we're going to talk about during this masterclass is a creation formula that can help you create just what you need, just enough to test and confirm the market, and you could create something in a matter of a couple of days. And I'm even going to share with you how you can go collect revenue without creating anything. So right now, I just got done doing a really fun 6-week-long masterclass where I sold people into it for $500 each person, and I never had anything created. What they bought was 6 weeks. As we went, I would simply do a 1-hour Zoom training. Over 6 weeks, I did 6 hours of training. Now I have a product I could sell in the future, but they paid me to create this product. So there's a lot of really neat strategies, and again, on the masterclass, we're gonna get into a little bit of that. But I want you to figure out that if you're gonna go into the information marketing space, how do you create in less time? How do you rapid fire the testing? And how do you go to revenue fast? No crazy sales pages, no funnels, no paid media. I want you to just create and boom, go to revenue. We're gonna show you how to do that, all right? Now, last but not least, number 4, audience. One of the biggest fears that people have getting into the information marketing world that holds them back is that they say, I don't have an audience. Oh my God, I have to do paid traffic. I'm scared of paid traffic. I'm scared of Facebook. I'm scared of YouTube. I'm scared of this. Well, you should be. You should not be doing paid traffic when you first get started as an information marketer. You're not ready. It would be possibly burning money. But I want to share with you 3 tools I love that you can use right now. Within minutes, you can be up and running on them to help you build your first audience, your free audience. YouTube, TikTok, or Facebook groups. Now, I'm not going to give away what my favorite one is right now. One of these is my absolute favorite that I think you should kick off into right away, and it can help you build your audience. And the core we look for is 100 people. That's it. You don't need thousands. You don't need tens of thousands. If you build an audience the way I share with you for free using one of these 3 tools, if you can get 100 people, I'm telling you, follow our formula, that is enough to be able to get your first 1 or 2 sales. This is everything we're going to cover in the masterclass. So why is it that people are failing? This is my second diagram. Now, before I wrap it up, all right, 1, are you committed? I need you to hit I'm in into that comment box below, all right? You're on YouTube right now. I want you to hit I'm in, comment that so you are committed. And number 2, make sure you're inviting other people in. And number 3, if for some reason you haven't saved your seat yet and you haven't downloaded and gotten your free copy of Passion to Profit, the 2022 edition, I want you to make sure you go to Lurn, LURN.com/8, and just give us your name, email, and phone number, okay? So, I want to show you something that I have for the longest called my Empire Formula. Now, we might be changing the name of this soon, but this will define to you the number 1 reason I see people struggle who start and try to do information marketing. I want you to think if you were building a pyramid, right? If you're building a pyramid, there is no chance, this is the worst pyramid ever, but just go with me. There's no chance you're going to start at the 3rd level. You're building a home. You're going to start at the foundation, the concrete, the basement. Okay, so each of these is 4 stages. There's 4 stages. Stage number 1 is when you're $0 to $100,000 in revenue in the information marketing world. Stage 2 is when you are less than $1 million in revenue. Stage 3 is when you're less than $3 million in revenue, and stage 4 is when you're less than $10 million in revenue. What am I talking about here? Let me explain to you exactly what the problem is and why so many people struggle to succeed in information marketing. Most people in information marketing are being told this message, right? Funnels, 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 gotta build funnels, gotta build funnels. Wrong. Not when you're getting started. Funnels, ladies and gentlemen, is a stage 2 activity. You're putting the cart before the horse. You're confusing yourself, wasting time, spending a ton of time, and never making it to the finish line doing something you do not need in stage 1. Number 2, I hear traffic. Oh my God, I got to learn Facebook. I got to learn YouTube. I got to do this. I got to do that. Wrong. Also a stage 2 problem. Maybe even a stage 3 problem. You're not supposed to do paid traffic right off the gate. I see a lot of people then struggling with copywriting. Oh my God, I have to write the perfect video. I have to write the perfect webinar. I have to write the... Wrong. You're, again, focusing on a stage 2 problem. I want you in stage 1 if you're looking to just get started. And none of these issues show up there. And that's what the masterclass is about. Because these 4 steps are stage 1. They're simple, they're efficient, they're quick, and they get you testing fast in a safe environment without having to risk a ton of money or time, because time is money. And that's what this masterclass is going to be sharing with you, okay? I wanted to just quickly share with you why it is that I see people really struggle and not succeed, all right? So, last thing, right here, come on, go into the bottom. If you're listening to us on any of the audio platforms, make sure you click subscribe, but make sure you go to YouTube, find this video, and leave a comment underneath that says, I'm in. If you're watching on YouTube right now, click subscribe. click the thumbs up icon and make sure you leave a comment below that says I'm in. And last but not least, if your seat is not saved yet, this is it. This is your time. Go to lurn.com/8 and get your seat saved. And I will see you there live. We're gonna have a lot of fun. It's gonna be many hour workshop and masterclass, just so you know. It ain't gonna be 90 minutes. I'm gonna be on probably for 4 hours, 5 hours. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna be on probably till 1 or 2 in the morning, and I'll be right here in my studio, and I'm gonna answer every question I can answer. That's how energized and that's how excited I am about what we're doing here. Don't miss out, especially to what we present to you at the end and the opportunity you'll have to be a founding member of the biggest project I've ever done in my life. Okay? So this is Anik Singal reminding you, when life pushes you, stand straight, smile, and push it the heck back. Comment below. I'm super excited. Thanks for doing this pre-training and looking forward to seeing you. Talk to you later. Bye.
Thanks for listening to The Fighting Entrepreneur with your host, Anik Singal.